Doop 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 dee dee deep dee dee deep deep dee dee. Hello, people. Welcome back. I hope. It says I'm live. Apologies for that. If you're watching still, I don't even know. I gotta make sure it is going. Always good? Hello, Orcam. What's up? Welcome. I was just streaming and then my internet gave out and yeah, it just stopped. It just stopped completely. I didn't even have access to chat. JPB, hello. Welcome back. What's up, Quartz? Yeah. Yeah, my whole internet, like my phone, everything just like gave out. I had no internet for like a good what was that? 5, 6. I had to reset my router. Luckily, I didn't have to reset my computer because that was like my next step. Even though it was totally, that was like my provider issue. Yeah, sorry again to everybody who was just like caught off guard. I was certainly caught off guard too. And also, now there exists in time, there is that one encounter, so like 32, 39, that like no one got, like it was never recorded because I lost internet, but I wasn't recording either. So like it would have never been recorded. So had that been the shiny, the reaction would have been like completely, because I was already like in it, and then like it showed up and I was like, don't be shiny, please don't be shiny. Is that a hydro flask? It is a Takeya insulated water bottle. 40 liters worth, my friend. Gotta protect the environment, you know? I was using way too much plastic. You guys know, I used to always have like the big plastic bottles and stuff, which I still love and I still prefer because like the convenience, but I was wasting so much money, effort trying to get those cases of water into like our apartment all the time, and most of all, like so much plastic, so much. So if I can do it even a little bit, you know, it's probably good. Also, Nad loves it because now there's no like, I used to always like keep them in my room beside my bed, and now they're like not just sitting there anymore and like always in the way, so that's good. Hey Yana, what's up? Isn't it like really late where you are? He got the shiny, got so excited the stream went offline. Yeah, I wish. Well, I mean, that's like a double-edged sword, but yeah, I certainly, any time to get the shiny in Colosseum is a good time, honestly. 40 liters is actually fat. It is fat. It is big. So I didn't really know sizing, like weirdly enough. Sorry, it's not 40 liters. You were correct. It's 40 ounces. That's what I try to mean. Because I only know liters, and so I like had no idea what 40 ounces was. So I was like, oh, I think that's what my friend has. It wasn't. It is like way too big. It's like 1.2 liters. So if I drink 2 of these a day, I'm basically like good to go. But yeah. Yes, it's 3 a.m. Holy. You're so close, Sonic. So close. So close. Anyway, sorry, I was just making sure I had my Wi-Fi was back on my phone as well. But anyway, well, the good news is, I mean, there's bad and good news, right? So the bad news is that the internet went down. The good news is it does seem to be back now, and it seems to actually be stronger than it was before I left, so that's good. And then also, we're getting closer to the end of tonight's stream, which is, I mean, good or bad news, depending on, like, we're getting closer to that beautiful 3250 number, right? That, you know, we're a quarter of the way through the 3000s, which is nice. I think that's good, personally. We're getting that much closer. Every encounter is one closer to the one, you know? That's how I like to see it. Also, I got Petal Tail Dragonflu for Nad. I have no idea what that means, but I'm assuming it's an item. That's very nice of you. She needs to still figure out how to get internet on it. That's her. I'm gonna let her figure it out. I think the only thing I need to do, to be honest, is just give her the internet password, which she should have. We did write it down somewhere and put it away, but I guess she forgot about that. So I think she thinks I like own the password, which I definitely don't. But yeah, so I will let her know where we stored the password, and then I think it's up to her, Sonic. So it's weird how the U.S. uses ounces and liters. Yeah, that's true, actually. That's a good point. It's like the one part of the metric system that you guys are like kind of cool with, but then everything else is like, no. Although, also in like track and field, you guys, you know, you're not like, we're gonna do for marathons you still do it, but like for track and field, you guys don't like, you know, enter an event and it's like, well, maybe you do, I don't know, but it's like the 5 mile, right? It's like, usually it's like 500 meter, 1K, 500K, or not 500K, 50K? What's a good K? 10K, 25K, something like that. I don't know. Who am I trying to fool? I'm no track star. I finally revived the village near my house in Minecraft. Nice. Bup. Bup. Anyway, I had to shut down the Super Mario music too in the background. So now we just have game music for the rest of the stream because, I mean, I could reset it up, but honestly, it's all good. I had to set my last stream to private or unlisted or whatever. Oh, Petal Tail Dragonfly. I was like, what is the flu? You're not, Sonic. You're not. Trust me, I'm the worst with typos. Well, Minecraft has been mentioned. Now we wait. Oh, Minecraft. The game where you mine and you craft. Good game. Fun game. People seem to love that game. What's your favorite bug type? Mine is Butterfree. Bug type. I mean, at this point, we haven't caught it yet, but I feel pretty strongly that you could eventually make the case for Heracross. It is certainly the single bug Pokemon that I've spent the most time with, even though I still have spent basically 0 time with it, trying to look for it. So, big attachment for that reason. Also, I just like Gen 2, and Ash had his Heracross, and, you know, all that good stuff. So, Heracross is up there. I like Scolipede. Excuse me. I like Scolipede. I like Vikavolt. What are some other? I know I'm like forgetting like a really important one too. But I like, trying to remember its name right now. Having a surprisingly hard time. There's so many Pokemon, but I should know this. Oh, not Aegislash. No, I cannot think of it right now for the life of me. It has a really great shiny, though. Really great shiny. Caroblast's, like, evolution. I'm not as big on Escavalier. I like Escavalier, but I like the... Anyway, you know who I'm talking about. Hey, Oddity, welcome back. Wait, seriously? Yeah, Sonic, that wasn't cool. Don't freak Barley out like that. For the record, I had no business in getting Sonic Chat to tell anybody that I got a shiny. So if anyone just showed up and was like looking for, oh, Shedinja's awesome too. A Selgor, yes, that's the one. Wait, Selgor? Let me see. But yeah, no shiny still. Oh, yeah, it is a Selgor, for sure. Yeah, my bad. That's the one! I just couldn't think of it. I knew Caroblast, I just, like, the name was escaping me. For whatever reason. But yeah, I like a Selgor a lot. I do like a Scavalier, but yeah. Sans a dummy. Yeah, I don't know. Like, well, hey. There's a lot of Pokemon out there. I often, especially like ones with multiple evolutions, I sometimes just like, it's not even that I forget the Pokemon. It's just like the name, connecting the name to the Pokemon. Sometimes like, I'm like, Ampharos? No. Arcanine? No. Articuno? But yeah. I was so excited. I was really, really happy for you, and that feeling just got taken away from me. Yeah, I am, unfortunately, I'm not happy for myself, Barley. Still going, but who knows? Maybe Sonic summoned you, and fate will result in you getting to see it now in the moment, live. You did tell me you got your ukulele. I believe it was pink. I believe. Hello, Roy Boy. I'm still streaming. You must have, did you just finish? Oh, by the way, Roy, right now it is 9:11 p.m. on the eve of a special day for you. But yeah, I didn't catch it in case you were wondering, Roy. Apparently Sonic, I'm assuming Sonic went into the Discord and told people that I got the shiny. I did not, nor did I ever even like make reference to that. I did it, by the way. You did it like you gave in the letter? My fave Gen 3 Pokemon is Melodic. What is yours? My favorite Gen 3 Pokemon? I don't know. I guess maybe Flygon? I like Flygon a lot. Yeah, might be Flygon. I do like Rayquaza as well. But yeah, I don't know. Like none of my like super favorite Pokemon are from Gen 3. Gen 3 is one of those gens where like I like it overall a lot, and I think most of the Pokemon absolutely work. Like, but there's nothing like spectacular for me personally. Great stuff, but just nothing like really there for me. I'm going to become a boomer once Gen 8 comes out by not being able to name a single new Pokemon. See, there you go. There you go. Yeah, I thought you caught it without me. Roy, let's be honest. If I ever catch the Heracross, it will probably be without you in the audience. Sorry, man, but I know that watching the same Pokemon Colosseum sequence over and over is not really for you. And that's okay. But you'll definitely see it after the fact. He started Roy Review Series 2. He may have started something for Roy Reviews. I like the idea that it's Series 2, though, because Season does feel kind of, like, bad, you know? Because I would say the first season of Roy Reviews is everything from, like, Smash Bros. 1 right up until Xenoblade, I think, probably. And then Season 2 would probably be everything from after Xenoblade to, like, the DK64 review, I guess? Excuse me. It's all good, Sonic. It's all good. I just hope if there's any way you can go back in the Discord and just like delete that now so that no one else eventually is like, oh, I guess Stan got a shiny, and then they like I stream again Thursday and they're just like, why are you still hunting this? Did you soft reset over it? And I have to explain it like a million times. I am never doing reviews in that fashion again. It's because you're scared. I can almost play 4 different chords. Nice. Can you make a Grinch review? You definitely need to make a Grinch review because you know how much of a meme it's been for me. Now it's a meme for Barley too. Fire Emblem 3 Houses DLC just dropped. Nice. Yeah, did you ever beat Fire Emblem 3 Houses, Roy? Stan, are you a hype beast? I think, was it you who asked that before? I am and I'm not. I definitely have been in periods. And I definitely own some items that people would consider like hype beast items. But I would say currently not really. Like, you know, I'm wearing like basically what amounts to like an Abercrombie and Fitch like shirt and like $20 H&M pants and like, yeah, so I don't think so. In certain capacities I am a little bit. When it comes to shoes specifically, I think like I can be. I don't know. Like the last time I wore like a non I guess, hyped pair of shoes. It's been a while. But the hype shoes I do own, most of them, I just wear all the time so that they're dirty and they're beat anyway. Like, I don't know. I don't know. It's hard. I feel like to call myself a hype beast, I need to have better fashion sense than I do, you know? Stan, can you dab? No, I can't. Boomers can't dab. What's your favorite gen? Mine's 3 and 6. I like 2 and 5, and I like 4 a lot. Those are my top 3. I don't know. Probably 4. I like 4, 5, and I do like 7. There's something about 7 that will always be very important to me, because of, you know, I have a Mimikyu tattoo and things like that. Like, I like 7 a lot. I do think it's hard to replay, and I'm definitely more cynical of it now than I was when I first was like, everything was new and fresh, but I like 7 a lot. Stan's most definitely a hype beast. OMG, show me your Jordan collection. When Stan says 7 but not 3, oh yeah, it's all coming together. What if Stan was a Joestar? I mean, well, my name couldn't be Stan. I would have to have like a secret name that's not Stan that falls into the pattern, right? But yeah, I don't know. I'm sure there must be someone out there who's actually like a legitimate JoJo, like not because their name is JoJo, but like their name is like Joseph and then like Joseph Jones or something. I don't know. And they're like a legitimate JoJo, you know? What if Stan was JoJo Siwa? I actually don't really know who that is. I've heard that name. I don't really know who that is, though. I think Logan Paul was talking about her or something. I don't know. Barley, what kind of comment is that? I wonder if anyone's ever called Benedict Cumberbatch. But if anyone's ever called him Benedict Cumbergrinch. A real Joestar with a star birthmark would be epic. It must exist, right? At some point, it must exist. Is it even possible to have a star birthmark? I mean, yeah, technically. Someone could have a birthmark that extends into 5 distinct points that look like a star for sure. It might not be a perfect star, but I assume someone out there... I'm sure people out there have like birthmarks that look like Jesus, you know? So like, someone probably has like a simple star-shaped birthmark. By complete accident. Like, it's a coincidence, but still. Roy's Korean hairdresser said I suck too. Roy, you leave Roy's hairdresser alone, okay? She is more of a woman and a protector and a human being than you will ever be, Barley. I've never actually seen a birthmark before. I mean, a birthmark is actually quite, like, it doesn't have to just be like having... I mean, I know what it's in reference to, but I mean, like, yeah, I don't really have any. I have like freckles and stuff that are very much like I've had them for as long as I can remember, but I don't know if I had them as a baby. Like, so I don't know if I could consider them like actually birthmarks. Hard to say, but they're quite common. Usually, someone has one somewhere. I haven't seen that hairdresser since like 2017. She might be a redacted cold case at this point. Oh, jeez. Roy Reviews, Series 2, baby. Redacted cold cases. We're doing it. It's pretty much a darker patch of skin. Yeah, it's like an off-colored little, like... Usually they're very, like, blotchy, I guess. But sometimes they can be in, like, certain shapes. Like, some people have, like, diamond-shaped birthmarks or circular ones or, like, triangles. Like, it's, again, rarer, but still possible. But most of them are just, like, little patches, like, a little blotch here or there. Roy Reviews his hairdresser. Oh my god! Could you imagine Roy interviewing, like, doing a one-on-one with his hairdresser? and putting it on his YouTube channel. Like, just, he interviews her, he's like, yeah, it's for a college student project. And she just, yeah, that'd be great. I want to see that so bad. Stan, I was gonna make content, but I don't know what to do. Any suggestions, chat or Stan? You should do horror movies. You should review horror movies and tell Barley which ones are the best and which ones will make him poop himself. My friend has a birthmark shaped like a USA on her right big toe. What does that even mean? Like the letters USA, the flag, or you mean the like the country? Like that's very specific. Roy once sent a lewd photo to presidential disgrace Richard Nixon. Well, I mean, he was dressed like Richard Nixon, but I mean, it wasn't the old Rich. I wanted to vlog his day at work. Me or Roy? Are birthmarks passed down from genes too? I don't think so. I think it's just like there's been a weird cellular like off-colored in the pigment in that very specific instance. I don't think traditionally they're not. I mean, maybe some people are more genetically prone to getting them, but I don't necessarily think that like somebody like, I don't know. No, like the country. Wow. Stan, didn't you used to call me Poop Master? I certainly did not, outside of maybe I made that your nickname once on Discord. Horror review. Yeah, so you're like, It Chapter 2. Let's talk about clowns. Send in the clowns. You know? Barley, if I recorded just a natural day at that asylum, people would accuse me of scripting it. I don't know. You know what, though, Roy? Your coworkers might leave you alone if you all of a sudden start bringing a camera in and, like, filming everything. They might be, like, all of a sudden just be like, oh, let's leave the weird guy who films everything alone. They're like, yeah, what is this for? And you're just like, oh, it's for my YouTube channel. Oh, you must, like, how's that? So you're, like, a big vlogger? Yeah, you could say that. They, like, go through their stuff. They, like, click on the first video. It's, hey, guys. Roy150 here. And today we're playing Minecraft. And then you have to quit because you can never be seen again, ever. What does Roy do for work? He works construction. That's true. One of villagers calls me something I can't say on stream. Uh-oh. You need to talk to their parents. If they ask, just say legal reasons. Yeah, say it's my emotional support camera. You should go in and be like, and they'll be like, you can't have that. And you have to be like, well, so it turns out that I've been having these like crazy episodes. I don't actually like see them. For the record, mental health is not a joke, but just like if you guys knew Roy's work in the stories, just like being like, yeah, it turns out I've been like blacking out lately and having these like episodes where just a lot of crazy stuff happens around me. And like, I just wake up and, you know, people are accusing me of stuff and I have no idea what's going on. And like, so my doctor told me to film everything, so then I know what's happening. So yeah, I have to record it and like just like make them think that you're like absolutely like you're like almost like a danger. Like you're just like there's a bad aura around you. Something's gonna happen. Roy's a professional stand stalker. He has been to my apartment a few times now. Roy is a professional air mattress sleeper. This man loves sleeping on a good air mattress, let me tell you. Anyway, how are we doing? Oh, wow, we're getting actually very close to the 3250 mark. We're probably going to go to like 3255. I honestly, at this point, I have no idea how much time has elapsed and all that because we ran into that little snag. But either way, what's an extra like 5, you know? I'll go to 3255 today. Wait, was Minecon 2015? I thought Minecon was like 2012. I told him though, Barley, like straight up, he should go to whatever the Minecon is next year. He should try to like do something around it and be like, and make it like into a mini documentary, basically, like a 20-minute documentary about like Minecraft and the con and the popularity, the weaning, and then now like the resurgence. Get an interview with Notch, you know. I think it'd be good. What would you do if you could stop time? Huh, that's a good question. That's a great question. Because you can't really influence it if you just stop it. Can I move freely in it? Or like when it resets, do I have to be in the exact same spot? Right? Because if I can move freely in it, then I'm basically the Flash. And then the question should just be, what would you do if you could run really fast? Right? But I still feel it, I guess, so maybe that's not true. Because even for the Flash, like, him running from, like, you know, the lab to, like, the city metropolis is still, like, 2 seconds for him. Whereas, like, for me, I guess it would still be, like for me to get anywhere, to other people would look cool. Like, I could become an Olympian and make lots of money. But, like, I would still feel it, you know? If 2020 Minecon was for real taking place and not just a stream, I would have already bought tickets to make that video. I'd go. Sup, Stan? What's up, Cole? How's it going? I wasted the end of my childhood watching you and Stan. Well, that makes me feel old. Because now you're basically like, you know, an adult. You have become the uncle. You were once the nephew, but now you are the uncle. Oh, nice, Cole. I'll try to hit it up when I hop on my Switch again. Do you age relative to your time or to the exterior time? Because if not, then you could technically live for a hell of time. So that's the thing. I would wager though that you age still on your own time, basically. Like you still within the time. Like when you stop time, you've aged appropriately to how you've experienced it. You don't like, but you would stop gravity, so you'd probably like look younger. Because if you stop time, therefore you're stopping gravity, right? And by stopping gravity is what really makes us like age physically and stuff. Like it really has a huge effect on why our lifespans are the way they are and what we can do and et cetera, how big we get as species. Like oxygen is a big reason as well, but gravity is like huge. So if you remove gravity, you'd probably still look very youthful, but you'd still experience like your brain, some of like your internal wiring and stuff would still have aged the way. You just would probably have less like wrinkles and cellulite and stuff. Well, you shorten your lifespan, but not really. You technically shorten your lifespan. You know what? I would take that power. I would take that power, and I'll tell you why. Because I, not too long ago, was in a situation where it was very dangerous, and everything was complicated, and people were freaking out, and there were stampedes and stuff. And I wish I could have just stopped time in that emergency moment and like just gotten myself and, you know, my loved ones away from that situation very fast and very quickly, instead of having to actually like proceed through it at regular time, because then it could stop all the danger around yourself. But now imagine this. Imagine how like messed up this is for anybody who's like a short story writer out there who wants to like, this is your Twilight Zone episode. Imagine somebody who stops time, and usually, you know, that most of the time they're just like using it for like very like visceral, like sinful kind of things, right? So it's like they're like stealing things, or they're like messing with people or whatever. And then all of a sudden it's like the news, there's like a news report, and they're like, yes, so unfortunately this is our last broadcast. It's now apparent that like blah 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 has launched a nuclear missile, and life as we all know it, humanity will become extinct. It's expected to hit in, you know, 30 seconds, and there's like a countdown timer, and the person then can use their ability to freeze time and live their life, but they have to live it in isolation because no one else could stop with them. And like it's like everyone's freaking out, everyone's panicked all over the world, and time is stopped. But if they ever exit time, then everything will be wiped out. And so now it's like, do they prioritize do they try to make their last moments count? Do they? Anyway, I'm just saying it's a hypothetical situation for y'all. I don't like that one. But yeah, and you get to like live that moment, that pre-extinction moment, for as long as you want, and then also at any point you could know that you could turn it off and you would just be out instantly, right? So it's like, that's a scary moment for sure. When you turn a moment into your entire life, the rest of your life, that's freaky. Anyway, That's my take. That's my take. Or like, it doesn't even have to be like a nuclear warhead. That's just like the most like climactic and like, you know, cinematic version of that concept. But it could be like, you know, like, I don't know. There's like a flood and your city, like the world's about to get like submerged underwater, or it's about to get, I don't know. The nuke thing I think just like works most for like, because that's like something that in an instant could like, you know, just, or like an asteroid. Asteroid works too. Similar concept, right? They're like, yeah, so it turns out we couldn't do anything about the asteroid. It is about to make impact. Everyone's like having like a final moments on Earth like thing. People are going crazy. Like, you know, civilization breaks down as we know it. And then you're just like, you know, you can stop it and you can enjoy your moment, but not without it, like with nobody else. You're perfectly isolated. No, and nothing new will ever happen either. Or like, you'll never get like new media or new video games, or like you can experience new things because you can still hypothetically play, you know, a video game. But also if time stopped, think about this too. If time stopped, then probably like the electrons and stuff in the outlets like don't work, and then you probably can't like charge anything. So your battery is probably like only finite, but you have access to everyone's battery across the world. But internet probably also doesn't work, because I feel like you definitely need time to be working for internet to work, because it's like fiber optics, right? So internet's probably down. Devices only retain the charge they have, and then they're like done, probably. But even like, who knows? Like, who knows what the implications of that would be? Stan, you're giving me horrible anxiety. That's the point, Sonic. Yeah, sorry to anyone I'm depressing. I'm telling you, if you wanted like a story to write, that's a freebie. I love hearing Stan's thoughts. Yeah, it's definitely a little like darker for sure, but it just, you know. Yo, what's up, Joey? We're just discussing the apocalypse. Nothing big. How you doing, dude? Hey Stan, hope you're doing good. Mega Bird! I am doing well, thank you. We have 4 more encounters for the record, unfortunately, for the newcomers to the stream who might be confused why I'm talking about stopping time and apocalypses and things. But yeah, if you just tuned in now, we are going to 3255. To be honest, you actually, like, you would have probably missed it. However, I lost internet for like 10 minutes today and had to like restart everything. So, you know, I'm glad you guys were able to make it. The apocalypse is one of my favorite subjects. I mean, apparently it's not Sonic. You and Sonic Chow are the opposite. Stan, read my other hypotheticals. Let me see. What if every time you died, you go back to your last save point, like in ReZero? That's interesting. I actually thought you were going to go with Part 5, King Crimson stuff. But that's also very interesting. We talking about death? Not really, not really. Someone asked me, like, what would you do if you could stop time? And then that somehow, like, spiraled out of control to, like, what if there was, like, an impending apocalypse, but you could stop time, but then you're just, like, alone and isolated for all of the stop time, and you knew that the second you unpause time, you would be, like, obliterated, and so you just spent your life, like, I don't know. That's what we were talking about. Today I got bored and drew a Jotaro on my desk with dry erase marker. Nice. Are you gonna? You should eventually draw all of them. I've been reading part 6. I'm almost done. I'm probably 3/4 of the way there. Living over and over would suck so much. But with, like, the thing is, Roy, is that without life there is no death, and vice versa sort of deal. So I think they're both like two sides of kind of the same coin, and it's like you need one for the other, right? Essentially, I don't know. If you could choose any fourth party character in Smash, who would it be? Fourth party, that means they're from the future, right? I would say then, in that case, probably a Gen 8 Pokemon that we haven't seen yet. Immortality would also make life boring. Well, it's like people have like thought, because, you know, man is always trying to like beat basically like nature. People have literally crunched numbers, and like the problem with immortality, if anyone could, like, if we could build bodies that would like last, let's say 200 to 500 years, which like some scientists do believe is possible with like robotic parts and stuff, but the problem is the brain. So we still don't really understand much about the brain, and the brain is the thing that, like, will go. If your body can last forever, like, hypothetically, but your brain only has so much storage, basically. It's like a hard drive. It only has so much, and the problem is we physically have no way of dumping stuff, and if we do dump stuff, then we kind of, like, would lose who we are in a way. Because not just memories, it's, like, muscles and, like, the way you, like, interact, the way you breathe, the way, like, these are all things that are, like, deeply buried into your brain. And so, like, even if we could, like, build a body that would last forever, our brains, we would basically have to reset our lives, essentially, if we wanted to continue to live. And then, like, yeah, hypothetically, we would, like, be able, I guess, to maybe, like, 50 First Dates it, if you guys have seen that movie, and, like, maybe record, like, a video of everything that happened before, and then keep using that, and, like, using it to, like, but realistically, you'd almost be a completely different person, because your environment would be completely different, hypothetically, right? Like, but you'd probably have to start fresh. You'd probably have to start your brain as, like, an infant, but in, like, a new body, almost, or, like, a replaced body, but your brain would be, like, it's actually kind of scary, but yeah. Thank you, Mega Bird. The human brain is the only one in the world that names itself. You're true. I guess that's true, Roy. My brain's name is Daryl. He says hi. My brain's name is RoyBoy140. That's why Roy had to legally change his name to just Roy Boy. Oh God, no, forget that. Yeah, like that's the only, like, downside. Is, like, you would literally forget everybody you ever met, and, like, because you'd have to wipe clean to then proceed. Because I don't think there'd be a way to like just wipe out some parts. You know what I mean? Like, oh well, we can just, you know, cut that pathway and that path, because we don't know what the effects. So you basically have to, like, wipe it all or wipe none of it. And if you wipe none of it, you just have dementia, essentially. Like, you'd have a healthy body, but your brain would be sickly, and you would be, like, forgetful, and because the connections, the neurons would, like, keep dying out until you're basically just a vegetable, essentially. And that's just, you know, is that living, really? So yeah, immortality is basically impossible. For now, at least. I mean, hey, who knows? But but the thing is, like, immortality actually is impossible, because, like, even let's say they, like, are able to put your mind and copy it to, like, a computer or something, and, like, so you don't need a physical body, you don't even need a physical brain, right? They can increase your brain, like, if they ever, like, connect that, right? I don't know, but even in that situation, well, what happens when the Earth dies? If the Earth dies and your, like, computerized body dies or brain dies, like, it's stored somewhere, right? So if that thing that it's stored on dies, then you die. Like, you know what I mean? Or if the universe implodes on itself eventually, then you die. Like, so immortality is basically, it's not basically, it is impossible. No one will ever be able to obtain pure immortality. And to Barley's point, if you could, then you would hate it. You would absolutely hate it. Anyway, that got really, really, like, sci-fi, but anyway, we have one more encounter. We're gonna do one more encounter, and then I gotta make lunch for tomorrow, and finish up a little bit of laundry, and go to bed, basically. Like I said, I'm still not, like, I'm a little sick today. Not too bad, but still a little sick. I got something in my, like, chest, and so I'd like to sleep and, you know, get rid of that. Hopefully, I wake up tomorrow and feel a little bit better. But tonight's stream was really, really fun. It got super dark at the end, but, you know, sometimes that can be fun too, I guess. I would prefer my normal life cycle anyway. Exactly. Sam, what if you were Diavolo? Well, I don't think I am. But maybe. Maybe. I wish I had fabulous hair like that. Diavolo's got some sick hair. Stan, if you got a free month pass for a park, would you rather go to Disneyland or any Six Flags? I think Disneyland, just because that's the only one I've been to. I've never been to a Six Flags, so I have nothing to compare it to. And Disney's kind of taking over the world, so it sounds like that's probably the safer bet, I guess. I'm not going to play Forever Young, Barley. JPB has been asking me to play an outro song for a very, very long time, so I will play it. However, if it's a trick and there's, like, swearing or vulgarity or anything in it, then I will deal with that. Six Flags, I believe it is a water park. I know it's definitely like there's roller coasters and stuff at the very least. But I think it's got water and stuff as well. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, the final Heracross of the night. It's blue. I probably made that joke like a billion times at this point. But, yeah. The good news is we had a fun time tonight. That's the good news. That's the good news. I'm not crying, you're crying. No, we're getting closer. Like I said, I for whatever reason, I think we're gonna catch it sometime between. Oh, I guess I should hit the button, eh? Between now and 4,000 encounters. We have not done so yet, but we're gonna keep going. I should be streaming again Thursday. I'd like to get after Thursday to like 3,355 would be nice. So try to do 50 tomorrow, 50 on Thursday. I think would be solid. And then yeah, maybe I can get some more done Friday. And get closer and closer because we're already at the 10th of September, which is like 1/3. Like literally 1/3 of September is just gone already. So yeah, I gotta keep going. Unfortunately, I'm not at a third of the encounter rate yet. I'm at a quarter though, so that's not too far off. But yeah, I'm gonna keep going. Hopefully, get a bunch more done this weekend because next weekend I'm gonna be out of town again. So yeah, but thank you for tuning in. Oh, hey Faith, what's up? Yeah, sorry, I am just heading out. But yeah, take care of yourselves, guys. Don't, don't dwell too much on the apocalypse or anything like that. But I am just going to play, sorry, I know it's taking a while, Beach Walk by White Woods. We're going to try it. I promise, JPB. So here you go. This is for you. You've been asking for like 5 streams. So I will play it. It looks cool from the thing. But anyway, all right, guys, here we go. Thank you again. I love you. Love your faces. I always say happy hunting, baby rhinos, and peace. I'll see you on Thursday, hopefully. Later, Gators. Bye.